Hello, and welcome. We're back. We had a week that you could not believe, but we'll discuss that later. Welcome and thanks for being here. My name is Joy Ruffin. And tonight it's Tuesday night, so we're discussing Discover Your Signature Style and Stamp. It's been an adventure for many of us here on Facebook for numerous reasons. But yay, we're here. We made it back. And I'm delighted to see you here. It's always good to see you here. There's so much to share with you. One of the things that we like is when you come and you join us, and we want you to tag your friends and spread the word. Let them come aboard as well and see what we're all about. We welcome your opinions, your comments, whatever it is you want to share. Please feel free. It's interactive, and we are building a family here. Let me just say this before we get started here with Discover Your Signature Style and Stamp. And this week, today, Tuesday, we're going to be talking about jewelry. Oh, glamming it up or down, or however you want to play it. But before we talk about that, let me share something with you. This platform that I'm on tonight, and that most of us who are in and a part of the Facebook family group, supposedly, or actually we really are, the Be Live, I always say Be Live Facebook group is phenomenal. It really is. And if this is something that you would like to do and you'd like to be a part of, then do join. They have all kinds of entry programs that you can get involved with. I'm still in the learning process, but it's such fun. And you meet such a nice group and a nice array of people, everyone from 1 to 100. Everybody's doing their thing. Everyone has their own style. They're doing it in a different way, but they're bringing to you the best of what they can offer from their heart. It's a business somewhat, yet it's about enlightening, inspiring, and motivating you. I see we have someone here, and it's always good to see you here. I didn't see your name, but it's always good to see you here. And by chance, if you come and you are watching the replay, what we want you to do is just type in replay so that we'll know that you were here, because the numbers show that more people show up for the replay. Let's face it, everyone is busy today. A friend of mine says, no, they're not busy. They just have it's better to say they have a full calendar. Well, terminology is terminology, and it really doesn't matter. Most everyone will do what they have to do when it's convenient for them. And for many people, the time frame, whenever it's set for, is just not good for them. So they in turn will arrive or watch it because it can be seen as a replay when it's convenient for them. And we love it. We love it when you share. We also love it when you let us know that it was the replay or that you're here live and you say hello. The bottom line is we want you to become a part of this extended family. You know, family and community is everything. And for me, it's like being a lone wolf because everybody's promoting products or services that relate and connect somehow to the internet and how you can become super wealthy, more or less, not overnight, but soon. And that's not the bottom line here. The bottom line here is to really help and support those women who really want to rise, to showcase the brilliance that's within them, the greatness that's within them. And your image, your presence, your appearance, you can't put it on the back burner. It belongs to everyone to show up and stand up in your power and your greatness. And that's what we're talking about here. And it will be different for everyone. Not everyone wants to look like everybody else. That's the beauty of the universe. And I think it was mentioned not too long ago, the universal code is change. So we're all in the process of change. This is a big change for me. And the bottom line here is that if you're not open to embracing change, then you're going to be in trouble in more ways than one, because everything evolves around change. So I want you to know that you're welcome here, always, and that you will also invite your friends. Let them know that we're here every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock so they can come and join us and share in all of the really good information that we're sharing with you. And this is just really the tip of the iceberg, because what we want to do is get you aligned with the 5 pivotal points that relate and connect to your signature style and stamp, and that is your body shape. And then the type of fashions and styles that you like, color, we're talking fabrics and shapewear. Everything will circle around and dance around those 5 pivotal points. Yet, this week, we're talking about all of the other elements that play into that. And there are many of them that we're not going to be able to cover, but we'll piggyback around and bring in more information that you can use that will benefit you if you're not ready. But what I want you to do is to be able to get used to what we're doing here, why we're doing it. I wrote an article the other day about spirituality. Spirituality and religion are becoming more and more aligned in a way that's really, for most people, complementary and good. And no matter whether it's spirituality or religion, both request and ask you your way, your style, your fashion to show up in your glory and to shine. That's just a given. So you learn how to do that in the best way that you can. And you don't have to feel bad about that. A lot of people really put it on the back burner, and there's no need to do that. So that said, one of the things we're going to talk about tonight, and it's just the tip of the iceberg, because what I want you to do is to remember that one of the things that we're going to do is ask you to sign up here. I'm going to put the link up a little bit later. And if you're interested, hopefully you are, you can get a complimentary session where any significant, profound question that you have, possibly about your signature style, maybe there's just one thing that you want to elevate or upgrade, then we can discuss that. The background and the information and the knowledge that we bring here to you is because we know how important it is, and really how important it is for you. Many people shy away for numerous reasons. We want to get away from that. And the bottom line here, the premise is ladies. We need more ladies. And I'm happy to be old school. Not old, but old school. Because we need more women who stand in the bigness and the humongous pride that they take in their femininity and their sexuality, not in a negative way, not in a way that's not tasteful. And if you've not gotten your ebook yet, then please feel free to do that. All you have to do is type in the comments style, STYLE, and then that will be an automatic book that you will get. And it gives you a lot of good information. And if you've not joined our Facebook group, please feel free to do that. We want to spread the love. It's small, but it's going to grow. And as my girls say to me, most of you know that I volunteer with these trouble and distress young girls, and they say, Miss Ruffin, it's going to be epic. I love that word. Every word is a buzzword, and then it buzzes out of the stratosphere, and another one comes into place. So we're talking about ladies arising to all the good that's in you, and then we go from there. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to show you the tip of the iceberg, because everyone's taste, everyone's style, if it's not, it ought to be different. Even if you're classic, dramatic, romantic, natural, or chic, it doesn't matter which category you're under. Your signature style and your look should be different from anyone else's. And you can only do that with how you accessorize the outfit that you have on. So I'm just going to show you the tip of the iceberg for some of the things that are popular and will be good for you. And then everything is personalized. So when we do our one-on-one session, and we should be able to do that, then you're going to be able to make sure that you're getting the right accessories for you. And if you've not gone, you can go to my website where there's a lot more information, and you can sign up there for the complimentary session. And the complimentary session will give you insight and awareness of what's good and what's best for you. And that's what you want. And then we want you to share this video with your friends. Share it, and let's see what your friends might think. Because if you're here, you have friends who are interested too. And that's what's important. And don't forget to go and sign up for your free complimentary session. That's what we want you to do. Yeah, and you can get that through the group, and there are many ways that you can do that. So that's it. Let's begin. Jewelry. The trick will always depend on you and your color palette. So that said, I'm going to take this out of here now, and we're going to do a little bit of a segue here. I want you to bear in mind that what you're seeing here, jewelry-wise, is a big array of everything. And we're going to speak to each and every piece individually so that you can know how it applies to you. If you're like me, hopefully you are somewhat, or you wouldn't be here, you're going to enjoy the beauty of what you're seeing, even though it might not be for you. But the key is to get the essence of why it's being shown and then use it accordingly. So let's start, and let's solo this. I'm going to go back here because I want to start here. Now, everyone knows that big statement necklaces are humongous for this season and has been for a while. They seem to get larger and larger and larger. Gemstones, all different kinds of fabrications. You can use it for dressy occasions. You can use it for casual occasions. What I want you to bear in mind is that contingent upon your body shape, your fashion style, and the colors that you are under the umbrella of, be very mindful of how you use, wear, and put these together. And if you have a very short neck, if it's not long, elongated in some way, it might be a little difficult for you to wear a big, bold, chunky type necklace. Just keep that in mind. And this is just one of many variations I'm not going to show you. Now, here's another. Most everyone you'll meet wants to be taller and thinner. So any long necklace will give you that look, will give you that appearance. This happens to be a pearl type of look, but it can be any type of gemstone or fabrication, or it can be anything. Just keep in mind that. Now here, this necklace is somewhat a copy of a Chanel necklace. Chanel was long, the majority of her necklaces, not all, because she knew, as you know, that the longer your necklace is, the longer and the taller it makes you appear. And this is a iconic necklace. It's not about what Joy Ruffin thinks, but in point of fact, almost everyone should have a necklace like this, or something that's akin or similar to this. Now here's a choker beaded type of necklace, which is really very, very good. But depending on the type of neck you have and chin and face, it might not be the best choice for you. And it can be in any kind of fabrication, any kind of gemstone, any kind of leather or fabric. Bear in mind that it has to be the right one for you. There's nothing worse than having a phenomenal outfit on, and then you discover that it just doesn't fit the outfit, the dress, or the person. Makes a big, big difference. Now, earrings. When it comes to earrings, whether your ears are pierced or not, a hoop earring has been in since the beginning of time. It will continue to be, and you have so many variations to pick from. And again, the size of that hoop is very, very important. Today, this is what's popular. It's a big variation from the hoop. This can be dressy or not dressy. It can be in every kind of type of long, big, I would almost say, what's the right adjective here? It can be any type of large, long earring like this. You have to be mindful, though, because if you don't have the face or the neck for that, it's not going to be the best choice for you. Bracelets, I put a lot in here because why? Because it's easier for the, I don't like the word average and normal, but it's easier for most women to wear bracelets. Gobs of them, 1, 2, several. I'll show you different variations because it can add a lot to your signature style and stand. And there's so many variations. There's so many different ways that you can wear your bracelets. If you want, now this is really, someone said to me, does someone wear all of these? Well, If you're the dramatic type and you like really to be seen and shown, because what did Maya Angelou say? Everybody wants to be seen, heard, and valued. Then you might wear all of these. Wouldn't be my taste, probably not yours. But certainly if you wanted to, you could do this. But the smart, the stylish way to do this would be to take the one or two or the three off that you really, really like and just wear the two or three of those, depending. Stones are very popular now, whatever coloration, and they come in every coloration. And here's a tip that you know, but I want to share it again with you, because if you're going to do a stone, any type of gemstone bracelet, for that matter, necklace too, keep it in the color range of your wardrobe so that you can mix and match it with a lot of other things. And that's good to know. Here, again, just a stack type of bracelets in a different range, the different tonal colors of bracelets. And that's a beautiful set, whether you like it or not, it's pretty. And here again, this is something that you could wear with almost any, every, and all things. It could be the same bracelet you could look at for something like this, and you could get it in the silver tones if that's what you're wearing, more silver than gold. But you have so many options there. I don't particularly like to mention, and I really work not to mention brand names, but here is a copy of a brand name where it started with a P as in Paul, and everybody, when it became popular for the first time, they were running out like crazy to get all of these different bracelets where they could put whatever kind of charm they wanted onto the bracelet. And there are different variations of that now, and that's a good thing. Just make sure you stay in the color range of where you want to be for your wardrobe color selection. Watches that become accessorized items, and usually they're worn with bracelets that match or blend. So that's just a look at that. And then there's a dressy watch that you can wear every day. And here again, a bracelet, which is with the beaded leather roping type with the stones. That's the look that's current now. And you can do that in so many different ways. Earrings, well, what can we say? Every woman needs at least 3 pair of earrings, depending on what her style or her color choice or preference is. It can be a little button earring, it can be a ball earring, it can be a pearl, or yes, a pearl. And that's depending on you and what you like, whether it's pierced or not, something long but with the shape and design. And here again is a little pearl earring. So that's just to titillate the imagination. So the question you should be asking yourself is, what type of jewelry do you like? Because jewelry is just like knowing your body shape, knowing what fashion style you are, because some of the jewelry that we're showing you here, you would not wear with certain styles. If you like the really natural look, then you're not going to want to wear certain types of jewelry. You certainly wouldn't wear this with a natural outfit, would you? But jewelry is fun. And depending on your face, your chin, and your neck, you have to be mindful of what you're wearing and how you're wearing it. And depending on your color palette, which hopefully you know by now, if you're warm tone or cool tone, whether you can wear more gold or more silver, or if you're neutral, depending on your coloration, you can wear both. Everything depends on those 5 elements. One of the things that we see, and we see often, and I know you see it as well, you see a beautiful outfit that's pretty much pulled together, but then you say, the shoes don't match, the bag doesn't match, the jewelry doesn't match. Everything has to blend, and blend in a way where it's homogenized. I like that word, homogenized, because if it doesn't blend and it's not complementary, it's not going to be doing you any favors. Now, for you and for me, we know a lot of women who just don't like jewelry. They don't like jewelry. They might wear a little teeny tiny earring or maybe a small ring. And here's another thing we can think about, the size. Not everybody likes big, bulky, chunky jewelry. It doesn't fit. If you're tall and willowy, or tall, as my girls would say, thick, then you want to wear, you would not be attractive for you to have little teeny tiny gemstones and jewelry around your physique. It would do nothing for you. Yet it doesn't have to be big and bulky and bold, but it can blend in somewhat with the shape and the physique of you so that it fits better for you. And the same applies when it comes to a small person, whether they're short or average size or very, very thin, wearing great big bold jewelry. Jewelry has to complement you and your fashion style and your body shape and your lifestyle. A lot of people don't wear a lot of jewelry to work if they're in the corporate world because it's distracting, especially if it's a great big bold bulky ring that might be absolutely stunning and breathtaking, but it takes away from the work area. So you save that for evenings out or special occasions. So be mindful of your jewelry and how you wear it because it is important. Everything is. It all wraps and ties together. And I see I have someone else here. Hello and welcome. No, everybody comes in and I see that you're here, but you don't comment and say hello and give me your names. So I can't say hello. I can say hello and I'm glad to see you here. Always glad to see you here. And you're always welcome here. But I don't see the name so that I know who to shout out. I'm thinking it's someone, but in that the picture is so tiny that I have here, I don't want to say anything that's going to be, I say, hello, and it's Judy, and it's not Judy, it's Betty. So know that and bear that in mind. Do tag your friends and let them know what we're about here on Tuesday nights. We're going to take this into the stratosphere because there's so much to share with you about what we're doing and why we're doing it. And we want you to have a look that's very pulled together so that you know without question wherever you go and whatever you're doing, that you have a look that fits you. So we want you to spread the love. And it is love because it is a family, it's an extended family, and everybody's supportive of the other. And that's what we want to be about here. We love it when you share. So don't forget to share this, if not now, the next go round, and tag your friends and let them know that we're here. Even though we know that many, many people watch this after the fact for the replay, and we're happy that you do, it's also good when you're here so that we can see. You know, one of the things that happened today, I'll share this with you briefly before we say so long for now. Most of you know that I volunteer with these trouble and distress girls. That's new terminology. They're really juvenile delinquent girls, but that's okay. Doesn't matter the label. None of us like labels. And because I did a workshop with them not too long ago, getting them ready to get out into the work arena to get their first, for many of them, first part-time jobs, and we do mock job interviews and that type of thing. They asked the head of the school that I'm at if they could have an etiquette social skills class. Now, is that not heartwarming? Because you see, they realize that they're missing something. And for them to realize that and to ask for a class where they could get a certain amount of the right decorum and social skills and their appearance and being able to communicate, because being able to communicate is vital to no matter what you're doing. They asked for a class like this. So we're going to be starting a class here very soon where we'll go in and teach them all about social skills and how to communicate. And more importantly, when I go through the workshop with them, teaching them how to go for a job interview. Their social skills are very limited. They don't have the right platform to spring from. Can't blame them. But the beauty is the courage, no matter how it turns out, but it's going to turn out wonderful, that they ask for this. Is that not the best thing in the whole world? They know that they're lacking. And the same thing applies here for many who will come here, who are watching now, who will be watching the replay later on. Hello, Eloisa. I recognize Eloisa. That's what I can see. One of the things that happens is that many times you have great style. You have a sense of know who you are. But it doesn't hurt, as not my friend, but he's a friend in my head, as one of my other friends would say, Emerald Lagasse says, kick it up a notch. You want to know how to make it more appealing and dynamic and epic for you. And you can only do this when you are able to know some of the things that you can do that will make it more that way. And you can do that. And you can do that with my technology skills are limited. Yet, as we progress and move forward, I'm just learning and I'm blown away by all the stuff that I can do. I remember I could go back and show you this show from the first day I did it, where I had none of this, the taglines and all of this up here and the icon. All of these things are slowly coming because I work with people who are willing and able to enlighten me, show me, educate me so that I can do this because they know that this is something that I love to do. So what I want you to be able to do is do the same, to ask your questions. There is no shame here. There is no fear here. It's all in love. And there is no highly opinionated. Yet we do know, you see, we see people who need the help. And if it's not you, then you might know somebody who could benefit from this. So we ask you to invite them and let them know what we're about and what we're doing here. And that said, there's so much that can be shared. And one of the things that I can leave you with is this: personality, personal appearance, your image, and your presence, however you show up. Some people will say to you lovingly, give you comments and remarks that will help you and benefit you, and others will not say anything and just let you ride and roll on, knowing that a little comment here and there would help you on your journey. So that said, don't hesitate. If you don't want to do it here on this beautiful platform that we're on, then please feel free to private message me and ask me what you want to know. I have run across people who are makeup artists, and because we all travel constantly, right? We're here, there, in and out, and you see them, they're working as a makeup artist. It's like the old woman who lived in the shoe and she had so many children. Have you heard that nursery? She didn't know what to do. It's like the hairdresser whose hair is never as it ought to be, and the shoemaker, his shoes are run over, the makeup artist whose makeup is like all awry and awry. You just say you want to align yourself with people who know what they're doing, who will not hurt, harm you in any way, will allow you to blossom to the essence and the core that you came here to be. One of the things that came to mind when I was thinking about this show was that back in my generation, and maybe yours, people used to get really all dressed up, dressed to the nines to get to church on Sunday. It was called Sunday's Best. Well, they were going to glorify their religion and their Lord. You need to be about that every day. That doesn't mean that you have to go all out, full blown, but yet it's important to always be at your best, because you never know where you're going to go, who's going to show up, and what they're going to see and witness, and whether they know it or not, make a judgment about you. And that judgment should always be spot on. So that said, I see that there are no questions. Thank you all for showing up. It's always good to see you here. It warms my heart to see you here. And I'm just checking here. Please fill out. There's nothing to show here. So we'll say goodbye. But I see the loyal and faithful. That's my expression, the loyal and faithful. I think I made that up. So let me hide that because there's nothing there. But bear in mind that your jewelry is a reflection of you, and it should be spot on to your signature style and your stamp and what you are looking to attempt to project and what you want to say. And once you get that down to a science, you have to build your basic wardrobe so that when you go into that wardrobe, you're able to align and fit together an outfit that will take you anywhere and to any occasion. And what we do when we do this one-on-one is that we are able to discern whether or not that's the best for you and how you can get to the best look, the best image that fits you. That's very important to know. So if you have not already selected the booklet, which gives you so much information, and also where you can sign up for your free complimentary session and get some tips. Can't hurt, can only help. That's the whole purpose, is to help. And you can also get to my website and you can see there maybe some information that you didn't get here that will benefit you on your journey. There's so much to share with you as we move forward. So in that there are no questions and no one has anything to say, I'd like to think that maybe, I'm an optimist, can't help it, because you're here and you have no questions, that the information is filling you up one way or the other, or you're waiting for more. However it plays out, it's okay. I'm delighted that you're here. Always good to see you here. Next week, we're going to be talking about accessories to tie and pull the garments together. That will be belts and scarves and all the other little tidbits and things that we can tie into accessories. There's so many ways that you can do that, and we'll be talking about a lot of those ways. And then we'll go into eyeglasses and sunglasses and all the other optional accessory pieces. And then we're going to piggyback around and we're going to go back to body shapes. I'm hoping that all of you here now know your body shape. That's where we began. That's the foundational platform, pivotal point that we spring from. Once you jump off, you're ready to tap dance. But you have to know that. An hourglass shape cannot wear the same outfits that an apple shape can wear. It just does not compute. So once you know your body shape and we do our one-on-one and we start to talk about all the different variations, you can see. And let me just end with this, my friends, because I love Hollywood for what it is. The entertainment section of it, not the back office stuff like the Me Too movement, which is a prime example of what can go on. But I'm talking about the beautiful hour to 2 to 3 hours of entertainment that they bring to us. Yet, that's not the example that you or any of us want to live by. It's Hollywood. It's not the real world. And there are too many people today who are caught up in the Hollywood madness of everything that they see that the celebrities are doing. And these celebrities are just like you and I, only point of fact, oh, I'll be blasted for this. They're probably worse off than you and I could ever be because their sense of self-worth and self-esteem most likely is not as high as yours right now is. So that said, find your own way, do your own thing, and be assured that your style will be indicative of who you are at your heart, at your core, at the center and the essence of you. That's the bottom line. So that's enough of my preaching. My friend said to me, you are a born, I never see myself that way, but maybe I am. Can't help it. Because once we get through with all of this body image and body shape and all of the things that go into signature style and stamp, we're going to talk about a lot about self-esteem and self-worth and how you get to be a resource for improving your lifestyle and making it all that you want it to be, promoting lifestyle habits and practices that benefit you. That's the purpose and the bottom line. And it starts with your image, your presence, your appearance. Can't poo-poo it. You can't put it on the back burner because it matters. And casual has gone over to the dark side. Please don't go there. It's not worth it. It's the masses, and you don't want to be a part of the masses. So enough preaching for today. Thank you, my friends, for joining me. It's always good to see you here. I'm honored and delighted always. When I look out and there's one, or I look out and there's 3, 5, 6, it doesn't matter the number. I am always delighted to see that you show up, if not here, for the replay. So thank you again. Have a nice, great evening. And do join us tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies. I have a dynamic, fascinating young lady that you are going to love. She is bringing to you information that will absolutely captivate you and maybe take you in another direction about how you think about the physical body and what it can and will do for you if you love and take care of it, as we all need to and should. So my friends, until the next time, be well and take care. Don't forget to get to my website and to get my ebook. If you're watching the replay, Make sure that you type in replay, and then we'll go from there. All the best. If you're watching the replay, you already know this, but for those who come after the fact, watching the replay, type in replay so that I can know that you were here. And if not this time, the next time you come, please invite your friends, because friends are good. We all need friends. And this is a big extended family. That's what we're going to make it. So be well and take care. You first, and then many, many others. Until we connect tomorrow night, all the best. So long for now. Cheers.